What does Bhagavad Gita says? Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu, dhruvam janma mritasya cha. The moment you are born, you are destined to die. And when you are dying, you are destined to be reborn. So there is only recycling is there. So those people who are dead, they will come back again. When you are happy, you make others happy. And when you are unhappy, you make others unhappy. So your happiness is very, very vital for the whole community's happiness. For your extended family's happiness. And happiness comes only from meditation and understanding that there is no death. Suffering comes from the concept that there is death. If suffering comes from the concept that there is death, no suffering comes from the concept that there is no death. All people who have suffering because they are suffering because they see death everywhere. So they have suffering. Nobody can help them. Nobody can help them. One person cannot help another person. You have to help yourself. And you are always free to help yourself or harm yourself. But they tend to harm themselves by not accepting the truth. It's up to them. We can't help. And there is no hurry for us. We will wait for another 10 lifetimes for them to become enlightened. They need to see 10 more births and 10 more deaths. Then they choose their enlightenment. It's up to them. We don't interfere with others' lives. You choose whatever you want. You want light, you will choose that. If you don't want light, you will choose darkness. There is no death and there is no suffering actually. It's all illusion. It's an illusion that you see there is death everywhere and you suffer. The suffering is also illusion. Your existence is not illusion, but your suffering is illusion. Your ignorance is illusion. Your existence is truth. Once they vacate the body and go to other side, they think, why I have suffered unnecessarily. They regret at that time. I wasted my time, I suffered unnecessarily, I thought that there was death, but there is no death. All these realizations come after death. After death, everybody becomes enlightened, like Buddha. After death, everybody gets enlightenment. Because there is no more body and there is no more illusion. The body creates illusions. The body creates darkness. And you have chosen the darkness. What is Richard Bach's statement? Why I read Illusions book about 30 years back. And from the 30 years back when I first read Illusions book by Richard Bach, that statement is always in my mind. What is that statement? The mark of your ignorance is the depth of your belief in injustice and tragedy. If you think Corona is tragedy, it's a belief. It's a mark of your ignorance. For me, there is no Corona. For me, there is no death. For me, there is only transition and transformation. Death is not death. Death is called a transition. I don't use the word death. Transition. Transition to the place from where you have come. So where is the tragedy in death? Where is the tragedy in transition? No, there is no tragedy at all. There is no tragedy at all. The mark of your ignorance is the depth of your belief in injustice and tragedy. There is no injustice. There is no injustice because you are choosing your own experience, and every experience helps you. Every birth, every death helps you. So many births and so many deaths help you a lot. The material world doesn't know all these things. The doctors, they don't know anything. They don't know ABCD of truth. Whereas we know XYZ of truth. So how can we interact with them? And how can they interact with us? See, if you don't know Sarigama Padanisa, how can you understand Bismillah Khan? How can you understand Bhimsen Joshi? To understand Bhimsen Joshi, you must start learning Sarigama Padanisa. So, to understand Richard Bach, you must understand ABCD of truth. Those people who are called this a pandemic, tragedy, Mahamari, न जाने क्या क्या बोलते हैं, they don't know ABCD of truth. So we got nothing to do with all the talk. PSSM got nothing to do with all the talk. For us, nobody is dying. Everybody is having a wonderful experience. And that's their own choice. their own fears have chosen that the event.
Vasansi jeernani yatha vihaya navan gruhnati naro parani saka sharirani vihaya jeernani anyan samyati navan dehi. Vasansi jeernani yatha vihaya. When old bodies become old, they are thrown out. And new bodies you acquire. See, are you happy when you are wearing old clothes, or are you happy when you are wearing new clothes? Corona is giving new clothes to everybody. The virus is giving the new clothes to everybody. It is a cause for celebration. Everybody is wearing new clothes. No more body consciousness. No more mind consciousness. Only soul consciousness.